It starts with a name, a date, and a vanishing point. A person disappears. No trace, no clue, just gone. Today, we dive into some of the most chilling disappearances that have left investigators puzzled and families searching for answers for decades. Let's begin with the case of Mara Murray, a 21-year-old nursing student who disappeared after a car crash in New Hampshire in 2004. Despite numerous sightings, extensive media coverage, and online sleuths, her fate remains unknown. Was it foul play or a planned escape? Then there's Lars Mitting, a German tourist who vanished from a Bulgarian airport in 2014. After exhibiting paranoid behavior, Lars ran into the forest, leaving behind his luggage and passport. His last moments were captured on CCTV. He was never seen again. The Soder children's disappearance is one of the oldest and most mystifying cases. On Christmas Eve, 1945, a fire destroyed the Soder home in West Virginia. 5 children were presumed dead, but no remains were found. Sightings and theories still swirl to this day. Another case that gripped the world is the vanishing of Madeleine McCann. At just 3 years old, she disappeared from a resort in Portugal in 2007. The case remains one of the most heavily investigated and heavily debated missing persons cases in history. In 2000, Zeb Quinn, an 18-year-old from North Carolina, disappeared under suspicious circumstances after receiving a page during a shopping trip. His car was later found with a live puppy inside and a pair of lips drawn on the rear windshield. Zeb was never found. And who could forget Amy Lynn Bradley, who vanished from a cruise ship in 1998. Last seen early in the morning on the balcony of her cabin, she was gone without a trace by sunrise. Her case sparked international headlines, but no answers. The Brandon Swanson case is equally bizarre. In 2008, Brandon called his parents after driving into a ditch in Minnesota. While on the phone, he said, "Oh shit," and the call dropped. He was never heard from again, despite a massive search effort. Disappearance doesn't always mean remoteness. Take Brian Schaefer, a medical student who vanished from a bar in Ohio in 2006. CCTV shows him entering, but never leaving. It's as if he vanished into thin air, right in the middle of a crowded city. The disappearance of the Beaumont children in 1966 shocked Australia. 3 siblings went to the beach and never returned. Witnesses saw them with an unknown man, but no solid evidence ever surfaced. Decades later, the case still haunts the nation. Then there's the case of Tara Calico, who went missing during a bike ride in New Mexico in 1988. A year later, a Polaroid photo of a tied-up girl resembling Tara surfaced in a Florida parking lot. Was it her? The photo sparked hope, but yielded no closure. Morgan Nick, a 6-year-old, was abducted while catching fireflies during a Little League game in 1995. Her mother was only steps away. A single red truck is all witnesses recall. Morgan's case remains open, and her memory is kept alive by a foundation in her name. Let's talk about Phoenix Colden, a 23-year-old who disappeared from her driveway in Missouri in 2011. Her car was found running hours later, miles away. There was no struggle, no clues, and no activity from her social media or bank accounts ever again. Relisha Rudd, an 8-year-old living in a DC homeless shelter, went missing in 2014. Her disappearance involved a man who posed as a janitor. When authorities caught up to him, he had taken his own life. Relisha was never found. Each of these stories shares a common thread. A person vanished, leaving behind a trail that leads nowhere. In many cases, it's not just the person that disappears. It's the sense of closure, the peace that families long for. What makes these cases so chilling is the silence that follows. The unanswered calls, the missing pieces, the false leads, and the haunting question, how does someone just vanish? Technology, media, and public interest have advanced. But some mysteries continue to evade resolution, despite thousands of hours of investigation and community effort. In the end, these cases remain not just unsolved mysteries, but reminders of how fragile and uncertain life can be. They urge us to stay vigilant, stay compassionate, and never forget those who vanished without a trace. If any of these stories moved you, consider supporting organizations that work to find the missing. You never know. Your voice might be the one that brings someone home. And if you want to hear more stories like this, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and share this video. Let's keep these cases alive, because someone out there might know something.